vast country. In Ivano-Frankivsk, in the far southwest, a missile struck an airport. Unverified images from Ukraine's northern and southern borders seem to show columns of Russian armour entering from Belarus and Crimea. Within hours, Russian tanks were reported to be on the streets of Ukraine's second-largest city, Kharkiv. Whatever Russia says, this attack will not be surgical. To the east of Kharkiv, emergency workers battle to control fires in residential buildings hit by rockets. The number of civilian casualties is rising. At Mariupol in the south, another airport on fire. This country's civilian infrastructure is being heavily struck. There are no more flights in or out. A glance at the map shows a country under attack.
So this is the road out of Kiev, about 40 miles outside Kiev now. Huge traffic jams. Really, I would say tens of thousands of people, but it's probably more than that, hundreds of thousands of people who are fleeing.
Это пиздец. Машина. Просто переехал машину с человека.
Ёб твою мать!
Минский массив.
В той стороне оболонь, на которой постоянно слышны звуки.
Сумку, Коля! Поднял сумку возле тачки? Куда подпиши? Возле тачки поднял сумку, нет? Нет! А где она?
An attempt on a lightning strike on Kiev appears to have been thwarted. An airstrip just outside the capital was captured by Russians arriving by helicopter, then taken back in fighting by Ukrainians later in the day. Having long believed that this was unthinkable, the streets heading west out of the capital city quickly filled with people desperate to leave. They may soon be crossing into the European Union. On the north, south and east, how long can Ukraine hold out? Sarah Campbell, BBC News.
Kiev under attack as Russia closes in on the capital. Fire breaks out as government officials confirm active fighting has hit the streets. Ukrainian soldiers swarmed the city as the threat drew closer, lying in wait, guns drawn. Residents filming Russian tanks rolling in, this one driving directly into a car, crushing it. Miraculously, the man inside survived. The assault intensifying. With no location off limits. A cancer centre coming under fire in the southeastern city of Melitopol. Ordinary people caught in the crosshairs of war. Ukraine launching a rocket at this school in the pro-Russian town of Holivka, killing its headmaster and geography teacher. But as the country's army battles the enemy, its citizens are grabbing guns. Men aged between 18 and 60 banned from leaving, forced to stay and fight. President Volodymyr Zelensky posting this late-night video from the streets of Kiev, saying, "We're all here defending our independence," with a grim warning of what was to come. This night will be harder than the day, he says. They are going to storm. Ukraine's destiny is being decided right now. Former President Petro Poroshenko arming himself while live on TV.
This is the short Kalashnikov. Normal, ordinary people sometimes never been in.
So sunflowers grow here when you die. Tens of thousands of others not taking their chances, taking their children to the borders.
Where are you going? Where will you go?
Poland.
Your husband, where is he?
Ukraine.
There is no possibility for men to leave.
For Kyiv. When every move, every sighting of Ukrainian soldiers begged the question, is this the moment? We found soldiers taking cover next to the river.
Watch your back. Watch.
Explosions and gunfire, a face-off across the bridge. We're next to the commander, who breaks from firing bullets to whisper me a warning. Sniper, he says. Ukrainian troops backed away, Russian soldiers in the distance. The commander moves forward, closer to the riverbank, as everyone else is told to leave. It's clear that the Russian military have now reached the capital, and people who live close to this spot are leaving while they can. On the outskirts of the city, a volunteer army gathers with weapons, waiting for orders.
Well, I'm here, I know that.
Another barrage before dawn. Ukrainian anti-aircraft batteries intercepting a Russian missile over the capital, one of two shot down this morning. As the assault closes in on Kyiv, 2.5 million civilians are suddenly on the front line. Firefighters in the suburb of Koshitsa struggle to put out the blaze. Russia says it's not targeting civilians, but this is what happens when you fire missiles at a capital city. For many, it was the second night of cowering in basements and bomb shelters. doing whatever it takes to keep fear at bay. They always knew where these places were, but never really dreamed they'd use them. Not in 2022.
Now we have
the wreckage of an unidentified Russian aircraft. The odds in this war are massively stacked against Ukraine, but it is fighting back. Paul Adams, BBC News, Kyiv.
1,000 machine guns have been given away so far. Perhaps the giveaway guns explain the chaos at the central train station. But notice how no one is running away. The need to keep their place on the platform trumps the fear of getting shot. The throng is only heading in one direction, west, away from Russia towards Poland.
Several hours' drive south of where I am. A battle in the city of Melitopol today. That's south of here towards the Sea of Azov, an area where the Russians have been advancing fast. The building is apparently a hospital. Caught on camera on the road to Kherson further west. Why bother to dismantle the CCTV tower? Everyone knows what's happening. Russian forces are invading and occupying a democratic country. And look, a Russian armoured vehicle flying a Soviet flag.